welcome to SceneTV. I'm Amelia Ryan. We are nearly halfway through the Adelaide Cabaret Festival. Not going to lie, some of us are feeling that. But tonight I am sitting with the beyond exquisite Sheridan Harbridge of Songs for the Fallen fame, amongst other fame really. Welcome to the festival, Sheridan.
It's a delight to be here.
It's your second night, it's your closing night.
Second night, we're opening night, closing night, bang bang straight away.
But how's it been so far?
Excellent. I mean, fast. You know, you bring the shows in so fast. But the audience last night was fantastic.
Great.
And there's quite a bit of interaction in my show, which, you know, I hate that when I'm in the audience, but I do it to people all the time.
Of course.
And last night they were the most keen. They went a bit too far, which was great.
Well,
really, really great.
All right, I'm just going to backtrack a little bit because I want to hear what happened in your show, but I want to know a bit more about your show first.
Yes, well, it's called Songs for the Fallen, which is about a woman called Marie Duplessis, who is the TB with courtesan that, TB, oh my goodness, it's tired. The courtesan with TB, who Moulin Rouge and La Traviata is based on, the story of the woman who dies for love. But this is her real story, which is quite harsher, funnier, and I think more remarkable than the incarnation she's had, which has just been quite romantic. She was a tenacious survivor who went from dirt poverty and probably one of the worst times you could be alive in the sort of Belle Epoque in Paris, went from dirt poor to becoming the most infamous and known woman in Paris, the most emulated, the most she sort of dictated the fashion, but was dead by 23. And had a list of incredible men in her life, like Franz Liszt, Alexander Dumas, who first wrote Lady of the Camellias, which all those stories are based on. So I do her real story, yes.
As in her actual real story, as interpreted by you?
Yes.
Yeah, fabulous. And now I know your show has been in creation for 4 years or so?
Yeah, this is fourth year of it, which has been remarkable. 2012, we first did it at the Old Fitz in Sydney.
I was there.
You were there? You were there.
And you have original songs?
Original songs.
And they're all written by yourself?
By myself and Basil Hodgios, a film composer, who's done a magnificent job. We really wanted to have a foot in both centuries, now contemporary, in the way that she's sort of like a party girl, Beyonce, Kim Kardashian kind of. So we've mixed what we call Baroque pop, sort of luscious string feel of that era, 1847, and now. So some dirty string pop. Yeah.
Brilliant. And I mean, what was the inspiration to create the show? How did the idea come to you?
Well, when I was at drama school, one of my acting teachers told us about this woman, a courtesan who supposedly wore a white camellia for 24 days of the month and a red camellia for the other 4 days when she was out of business, so to speak.
The shop was closed.
Yeah, and I remember thinking that was the most incredibly horrific and wonderful image.
Yeah.
And when I was doing a show called Officer and a Gentleman, the highly successful musical, I was booked for a year, it lasts for 6 weeks. So I had this year like free, and I went, I'll write a show. That has gone for much longer than that multi-million-dollar show did. And then I was going to do an adaptation of The Lady of the Camellias, not knowing it was that there was a real woman behind it. And it was in my research of doing that adaptation, I found her, and she just blew my mind. Like, she was so witty and so tenacious. I know I've said that, but that to survive and create the world that she did, she changed her destiny and has not been forgotten because of it, for better or for worse. You know, so many parts of her life were awful, you know, but she made an incredible legacy that she left behind. And that's a lot of what the story was about. All these little poor girls, we call them Little Maries, disappearing and sort of being chewed up and spat out by a very vicious world. And she rose up and was known for putting on these incredible parties and just having this decadent, incredible, fast life. And it's that good girls don't make history sort of legacy she left, which it's great fodder for cabaret.
It's perfect fodder for cabaret, and the show encapsulates that perfectly. It's so fun.
Yes.
It is like you've sort of walked in on this, and I mean, I haven't seen it since its original inception at the old Schwitz, but it was, it's fun and it's party and it's sexy and it's raw, but it's still in this period kind of like...
mashing.
Yeah, mashed up.
Together.
Yes, stunning postmodern kind of...
Yeah.
Tapestry.
A rich tapestry.
Like that one? And so you share the stage with a few boys.
Yes, with 2 really hot boys. I make
how
them take
fun.
their top off all the time, and I make them make out. If you want to see that, come along.
Gosh, what a chore that must be.
I like to watch.
And the fabulous Stephen Creamer on the
piano.
piano.
On the piano, and kind of DJing live at the same time with it too. So it's sort of like a laboratory. He's got about 15 different instruments in front of him and a laptop just going...
He's a clever boy, that Mr. Creamer.
Yes.
Now, your show has had tremendous success. Last year it went to the New York Musical Theatre Festival.
Yes.
Where it won.
Just a few awards.
Didn't it win like show of the festival?
Yeah, best show.
In New York.
Best
the New York
actress. Best actress, yeah.
We're kind of sitting with like Australian showbiz royalty here.
So I tell
perfectly,
people. As encapsulated by my rags.
And your firm breasticles.
My award-winning.
How was that? Like, how was the New York experience for you?
Great, crazy. I mean, it's difficult to put up a show anywhere, but taking it overseas. And we did that ourselves. We fundraised. We did a lot of crowdfunding. So many people over the year, who had seen it over the years supported it going over. And it was mad fast. We had a couple of hours to tech it, and then it's festival style. You had to get in and out in 20 minutes.
Yeah. Or you get a fine.
Or they are fine. Yes. And I was really shameless. I bumped in and bumped out in as little clothes as I could, so people would help, and they did.
But you've got to take it from Marie.
You got to bring
Sex
out
sells.
your award-winning help. But it was interesting. Where I think in Australia we're so used to hybrid shows. We, for lack of money, really, and for wanting to be innovative in small spaces and tourable, I think we, like I've done in this show, grab a lot of genres, grab a lot of different techniques just to get a show up. Where they're so used to the 2-act musical that has, the 11 o'clock number. There's a structure they adhere to. So they thought it was like extraordinary what we'd done putting it together, where I was like, we just did what we could to make it work, But they were really blown away by kind of the innovation and the experimentation in it.
Yeah, right. So it was sort of the creativity.
Yeah, which I'd forgotten, because I think it had been running in a real indie sphere here, and it's a kind of classic indie show. It was grabbing at a lot of things, but over there we put it into a festival of a really known stock standard genre, and they went, "What have you done?"
Yeah.
So it was received really brilliantly.
That's amazing, and so well deserved. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So you're no stranger to the Adelaide Cabaret Festival. Is
Third
this your
time.
third time?
Third time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Third time lucky. So what do you love most about this festival specifically?
Ooh, look, the breakfast buffet at the Intercontinental is really important to me.
Except for when they give you potatoes instead of hash browns.
Oh yeah, I don't like
That's the
that.
ultimate rip-off.
I still like them. Look, other than the breakfast buffet, it's just the nightlife that comes with the show.
Yeah.
And also Harry Shearer's in the next dressing room to me.
It's a bit surreal, isn't it, when you're kind of, bumping shoulders with, a couple of years ago it was Molly Ringwald, and every year there's a bit of a celeb, and it's like we're all just in the same.
I think I met last Kristen Chenoweth, I've met here, Bernadette Peters. They were lucky to meet me. I mean, I'm award-winning.
Oh, well, I know that's obviously what they're saying.
Yeah, I know. Harry was beside himself.
Yeah, in their interviews, they've been like...
Yeah, Shez. Could have met Shez.
Shez Harbinger. And I've just had a brain fart.
What else?
And what else do you like most about Adelaide? This is SceneTV. It's all about the fabulous Adelaide.
I hate to admit it, but I've never made it past the mall. Because whenever I'm here, it's for like 2-3 days.
Yeah,
and I've always forgotten a bra or something. And I have to just go to the mall, past the pigs, hello pigs, and get myself a brassiere and a G-string.
Fill up the balls.
Yeah, so my experience of Adelaide is the breakfast buffet and bras and things in Rundle Mall.
Next time you come back, we'll have to do a trip to the Barossa or the McLaren Vale.
Because I'm very familiar with their products. I'm implying I drink a lot.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you were sort of going for the, you're not actually that sophisticated to actually be familiar.
Oh, yeah, clean
You're
skin. I get the clean skins from the boss.
So let's just play a little. I'm going to put you in the hot seat.
Oh, no, come on.
No, you
come
love
on.
a hot seat. Okay, leather or lace?
Ooh. I guess I better say lace, since it's right near my face.
Sydney or Melbourne?
Ooh, that's mean.
Yeah, I am mean. I'm a bitch.
Oh, I'm so in. I live in Coogee at the moment, and I want to have its children. Yeah, so I'll go Sydney.
This is the kind of obvious one, but theatre or film?
Ooh, theatre.
Heels or sneakers?
Heels.
Trackies or hot pants?
Hot pants.
London or New York?
Ooh, I've only spent 24 hours in London, and it was after Edinburgh Fringe Festival.
So no one's going to be in a good mood then.
I was like, okay, I've got 24 hours, I've got to see this. And I went to that park that Windsor Castle is attached to. And I was like, all right, I was so tired from the festival because you know what a cluster it is. And I was like, all right, I'm going to see the castle and that's it, I've done London. And I was walking through the park, about 2 minutes in, there was beautiful like deck chairs. And I was like, oh, I'm tired, I'm just going to have a little nap. Woke up 4 hours later and I was like, oh, I'm done. That's what I've seen of London. I had a sleep in the park and then someone came and said, you've got to pay for that, get off it. That's London to me. So I'm going to go New York.
New York.
Because I'm award winning there.
Of course, yeah,
That's
you're known. You've been in the New York Times.
Yeah.
So it's basically New York.
Screw London.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Winter or summer?
Ooh, I love being rugged up. Winter.
Cozy.
Yeah.
Beer or champagne?
Champagne.
Gin or vodka?
Voddy.
Scrunch or fold?
I wish I was a folder, but I'm a scruncher.
Something about that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I know.
Scrunches flock together. Pashing or sex?
Ooh, can't I have both?
In an ideal situation, you
Sex.
actually
I don't
would.
need the kissing. Straight to the sex. Hang on, that was the question, wasn't it? I just didn't randomly say sex.
No, but even if you did, I'm completely happy with that.
Sex.
And last but not least, Adelaide Cabaret Festival or New Musical Theatre Festival.
There was no breakfast buffet in New York.
Adelaide. So obviously.
Adelaide Cabaret Festival. Oh my God.
Sheridan, it has been such a pleasure. I'd tell you all to go and see her show, but by the time the last one is tonight.
Over.
But if it comes back to Adelaide ever again, or even if you get yourselves on a plane and got you in New Zealand at the end of the year,
We're going to New Zealand.
There you go, people. That's your holiday for the year. Thank you so much for talking to us. Songs for the Fallen is a spectacular show.
Thank you.
We're so lucky and happy to have you here.
Gorgeous.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.